All right, hon, the mics are live, so don't say anything weird. Hey, there we go.
Hello!
Yeah, you got your usual? I think we're all good.
I think we're good too.
Someone in the room should let us know if they can't hear us. But, oh no. Oh no.
You have it on
There we
multiple
go.
places.
I did.
Nice.
But
Always something. We always forget to turn the sound off on something.
yeah, there's always something.
It's okay.
Yeah. So,
Hey,
look.
how you doing?
I'm doing great. We got
Yeah.
a new setup.
We do have a new setup.
We got different stuff behind us, not the common purple thing. Hopefully it's going to lighten things up a little bit because I was starting to feel a little dark.
Cosmic purple.
Well, that's definitely still very cool, but it was doing something, the lighting and the dark background and our
Paleness.
yeah, all right, I was going to try and be nice about things. But yeah, it was doing something weird. And plus this way I can put stuff up behind there soon, eventually. I just did this in the last 24 hours because, did we go live last night?
No.
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago we went live doing
And then
Trailer Thursday.
He struck the set and was like, "All right, Sid, let's just do it. Let's go."
Yeah, boom. And it's great because I have this massive U-shaped desk, L-shaped desk, and it's up on those carpet slider things, so I could just constantly adjust it.
He does. So this is like location number 3, 4?
4 technically.
Yeah, because it was in the corner, and then you rotated it there, and then you flipped it and moved it over,
Right,
and now you've rotated it again.
All right, hold on.
So I think technically the only place it has to go is back in its original spot.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I had to unplug the headphones because I was hearing myself when it's all good. Everything's all good.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so what are we here today to talk about? We are here today to talk about Rifftrax Live.
One of our first favorite pastimes together.
Yes. Was making fun of movies.
Yes.
Together. It's partially how she wooed me.
It is.
She wooed me with Mystery Science Theater, boneless chicken wings, and poker.
No, breadless chicken wings.
Breadless, boneless.
Because you were
wings.
on Atkins. They weren't boneless. They
weren't?
regular. Yeah.
All right. Well,
No. What was the third thing? Oh, and poker.
poker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I messed up the food one. My corpulence is failing. That's not good. Anyway, people aren't here to hear about that stuff. No. So yeah, as you can tell on the screen there, I guess that's the point.
Because
it's better.
There.
Yeah, we'll get used to stuff eventually.
Actually,
Eventually I want to put a giant big screen over there, and have our output over there. Okay. Come on, it'd be awesome.
I know everything is awesome.
If any, and never mind. So as I was saying, Mystery Science Theater was big back in the 90s.
Yes.
And it started off on Comedy Central, and then it went to the Sci-Fi Channel.
Well, it started off on a small cable channel in the Midwest.
Well, all right, that's true. But it gained national notoriety on Comedy Central and then Sci-Fi Channel.
Yes.
And they would basically get the rights to terrible movies and mock them mercilessly. Yes. And they layered it over with some little storyline about robots and someone being shot into space and people trying to take over the world. Mm-hmm. If you want to get into it more, I'll be happy to. But we're keeping it lowbrow here, and we're making fun of bad movies during these things.
Yes.
And so over time that show ended, but a lot of the people joined together to do different things, and one of them is called Rifftrax, where several of the members get together, and they've started
when you say members, I mean, I think you could be a little more specific, and it's the writers and actors of the show wanted to continue doing the thing of sitting and watching and making fun of movies, so they created Rifftrax.
And get paid for it.
And well, I think
we
the original
sit and make fun of movies, but no one pays us.
I think they originally created the Rifftrax, and I don't. Were they charging for the tracks? In the very beginning?
In the very beginning, no, because I think they were trying to build a fan base.
Yeah, which wasn't too hard because
they
had one already.
And they were trying to like proof of concept type of thing.
Yeah,
where they would release just an MP3 of their riffs and leave it to you to go and sync it up with the movie.
Yeah,
it started off and it was very low brow, where you had to go and sync up things and just hopefully get to the right time.
Yeah.
And then they came out with like a syncer app.
Oh, right.
Where like you could start things up at the same time, and then once the money started coming in, they were able to start, like, I'm assuming, getting rights to stuff, because now I'm pretty sure that the movies just come out with their stuff right on it.
Okay. But what it allowed them to do when they first started up is because they were only releasing MP3s of their riffing. They riffed all of the big movies. They riffed Twilight, multiples of them. They riffed the Star Wars. They started doing more than just B-level movies, because they could, because all they were releasing was their words, which was pretty cool. But then once they built their following back up and the concept built back up, then they started doing these live events.
Through Fathom Events, which is a company that's hooked in with movie theaters around the nation, and they'll go and broadcast it via satellite everywhere, so everyone around the country can partake in the same event, and it's kind of like a shared thing, kind of like watching a sporting event or something like that, except you have to leave your house, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but they're in a theater somewhere, and they're live riffing the movie with an audience behind them, and the rest of us schmoes are just sitting in regular theaters, although the theaters are pretty awesome now because they have reclining seats.
Yeah, the theaters are great.
Popcorn, with our popcorn and watching. And now we went to one before. Do we go to Birdemic?
I thought we went to a couple before.
Did we go to more than
one?
We
went to Birdemic. Didn't we do Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Yeah, we did Plan 9. We had to have done Plan 9. But I have to say that this movie is my favorite. It's my favorite episode of Mystery Science Theater because they did this movie for that one. And it just hit all the right notes.
Yeah, for me, I prefer the science fiction movies that Mystery Science Theater did. That's just my preference because I'm a sci-fi guy.
Yeah. And
this one had great riffs. It has one great recurring joke we'll talk about later. But the base, the movie itself that they're riffing is terrible.
Yeah.
And I also another facet of the movie that I love so much that they're riffing on, somehow they paid Space Mutiny to get the rights to be able to use the special effects shots from Battlestar Galactica, the TV series from the 70s, in it. So they just made a story fit the couple shots. If you were a fan of Battlestar Galactica, you know the shot of the Viper flying and shooting at the Cylon as he's going that way, and the Viper's speeding away from Cylons as they shoot at them, and the pictures of the Battlestar Galactica itself. I wonder how much they had to pay for that.
I don't know, but they only got like maybe half a dozen, and they used them repeatedly through the movie. The same shots.
But there weren't a ton of outside.
Yeah, which Battlestar Galactica, I mean, admittedly, Battlestar Galactica did that as well. Like,
they
were reusing their same shots all the time.
Yeah, because everyone,
Because, there was only so much money.
I wonder how much the guy got paid that had to do the Battlestar Galactica shot of him holding the joystick and, like, pushing the thrust button and or the fire button. Did they actually, like, get a hand model to do that?
Probably not.
I wonder. It
was probably like
Richard Hatch sitting in there being like
or as even a second team, and it was like some producer's kid.
Oh, nice.
They paid him
good.
$5.
Hey, kid, come on. You'll get your own IMDb page.
Play with this stick.
Hand on joystick. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so it has a lot of really and they obviously shot it in like a warehouse machine factory type setting. Lots of railings.
The weird thing is that when they came back around and did Star Trek, the 2009 version of Star Trek, the interior shots that they did in there actually reminded me a lot of stuff in Space Mutiny.
Yeah, because they did that inside of a brewery.
Yeah, for the Enterprise, they did it inside a brewery, and I don't know what they did in the Romulan ship in that one, but that one had me remembering that too. Just
because a lot of, and they didn't even have railings on the Romulan ship.
No,
it was just a lot of
they couldn't have
stairs and railings. That's what this entire movie is running around in stairs and railings, and then hopping in incredibly slow golf carts.
Yeah. So Space Mutiny starred the main heartthrob star was Reb Brown, And Reb Brown, were you just fanning yourself?
I was thumping. Boom, boom, boom. He said heartthrob.
Heartthrob. Okay, all right. And Reb Brown was Captain America before it was cool to be Captain America. There he is with his not at all vibranium shield on the front of his motorcycle.
His acrylic shield.
Yeah, it was, and I mean, man, they made him throw the shield around, and they had him wear that motorcycle helmet most of the movie.
Sure did.
But they didn't give him a very forgiving costume in the rest of the thing.
Well, he doesn't have a lot to forgive for.
That also is true. So. You know, he's like, yes, I'll make it tighter.
Yeah, tighter.
So
I can still breathe.
So, and one of the other things I wanted to cover before we forget, and I somehow accidentally move on, is the recurring joke that goes on. I'll let you talk about it first because I could just do too much.
So, Reb Brown is obviously a big, beefy guy, and his character in the movie is not. I don't know if he's not smart. The whole movie isn't smart. He's a pilot,
so he's smart enough.
I can fly. I'm a pilot.
Yeah. He gets the girl.
He
defeats the bad guys.
45-year-old girl.
Hey, 46.
Yeah, but she was supposed to be the young heartthrob. So he's chunky, and he spends most of the movie running and just trying to save people in this giant massive factory. So he just runs and he jumps and he screams like every time he jumps into a scene.
And some of his screams aren't really the same as what his body image would be like. Like they're a little bit like high pitched and squealy.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. I just tried to do one and my voice just nope.
It's
But go ahead, sorry.
It's just everything in this movie is incongruous with itself. That's just the best part.
Yeah.
So when he first hits on the screen, the robots, and was this a Mike? This was a Mike movie, right?
Yeah.
Not a Joel movie. Yeah. The robots and Mike give him a nickname, and do we have the document of the names?
Do we have the document?
Do we have
the
it?
game?
And is this in order?
I'm pretty sure this is in order. Yeah. Well, hold on. I know how to check the yeah, it's in order because my favorite one's down there. They're near the bottom. Want me to make this a little bit bigger for you here?
Just a little bit. Yeah, I can read most of that.
Let's.
Cool. So they call him Slab Bulkhead, which is great because Slab, that's what he was, and it was fantastic.
Let's run through the names and we'll alternate the colors. You do the white patch, and then I'll do gray, and then you do yellow.
Okay. But I'll finish what the joke is.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is there's a whole list of these names because every 3 or 4 minutes he would come on screen and they would refer to him as a new one of these names. And you picked up fast because like the second time they did it was something totally different. And so then you were listening to see what they did.
Yeah, and they did it great that like they would do it at a scene when he would like jump into frame.
Yes.
And they would say his new name.
Yes, because he did that every other minute. Like he never just arrived. He didn't mosey and he didn't walk on. He jumped.
He jumps into
screaming.
scenes. There's a couple different times when he punches someone multiple times, and with every punch, it's a new name, and it's fantastic.
Oh God!
All right, so because you'll be nice and indulge us, we're gonna run through all the names right now.
Fridge, large meat. Punt, speed chunk. Butch, deadlift.
Bold, big flank. Splint, chest hair. Flint, iron stag.
Bolt, Vanderhuge. Thick, McRunfast. Oh, that was one of my favorites.
That's my second favorite.
Blast, hard cheese. Buff, drink lots.
Trunk, slam chest. Fist, rock bone. Stump, beef knob. Smash, lampjaw. Sorry.
Punch, rock groin. Buck, plank chest. Stump, chunkman. Making me laugh.
Oh, I wonder who gets the second best one. Dirk, hard peck. Rip, steak face. Slate, slab rock.
Crud, bone meal. Brick, hard meat. Rip, slag cheek. That was definitely one where they were reaching the bottom of the barrel.
Punch, side iron. Gristle, McThornbody. Slate, fist crunch. Bull, hardback.
Bob Johnson. Oh, wait. That's exactly how they said that.
Oh, wait.
Blast thick neck, crunch butt steak, slab squat thrust. That was another one of my favorites.
Lump beef broth. Torch rust rod.
Got it.
What? Oh, I did. Reef blast body. Big McLarge huge. That's the one.
That
for me.
is the one where we had when we watched the movie at home. We've paused, we've gone back, we've re-listened to it over and over again because
Big McLarge huge.
it hit in the movie late enough that now you've heard all of these names. Some of them sound like they really were starting to run out of ideas, and that one comes on, and it exploded. The laugh exploded out of me. I was startled into laughter.
It's good. It was like they might have thought of that one early, and they're like, no, we're saving that one for down there. At least that's just ours. What's your favorite one of these so far? Let us know down below.
There were 4. Is there only 4 more left?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Yep.
Smoke man muscle. Eat punch beef. Hack blow fist. Roll fizzle beef.
Roll fizzle beef. It really came in for a crash landing there at the end, didn't they?
Oh man.
What?
Big McLarge huge.
Okay, there we go. Big McLarge huge. I referenced that many times.
Yeah, well, that's part of our lexicon.
I see big giant guy in the supermarket. I'm like, Big McLarge.
Yeah.
and I hope that I say it internally. Because you don't want to hear anyone that you would call Big McLarge huge. That
I would love that to be like some sort of geek passcode. Like you could look at someone and go like Big McLarge huge, and they return it with like beef man muscle. Like that would be fantastic if that was our our silent way of.
We can make that a thing.
Misty fans.
If we ever get to the point where we go and we have meetups and we give out stuff to people, we'll make one of the names have to be. You have to say one of the names to us before you get like a button or a sticker or something.
Nice.
I want to do that.
I like it.
I'm getting all kind of weird alerts now.
Woohoo.
All right, so across the bottom there, I'm going to scroll through some of the pics, and my lovely wife doesn't even know, but there's one of these that pops up at some point that's on a shirt that she might be interested to get. I put the link down below to support the artist whose picture I just scammed and was using.
There he is.
That's Reb Brown in all his glory. I think that's his piloting attire.
Because everyone,
just in case you have to eject. That's Santa Claus, who's the captain of the ship. Not really. But, I mean, come on.
That's a...
Ha! Yeah, that one.
Is that all the names?
That's all the names.
Is it a purple shirt?
I don't know, but there's a link down below, and you can go and look. And they got hoodies, and they have kid sizes for stuff. So I hope that we're getting this guy some sales.
Yes.
Oh, see, like there's a slightly different version.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Babsha and Liam.
Hello.
Ooh, they got a hello. I'm just gonna let that scroll now because I just had a couple pictures there. So. She's going to be distracted for the rest of this show.
Oh, why can't I get it in time for the thing?
Sorry, I didn't know it was a thing until like 5 minutes ago, literally. Had I known, I would have. You might be able to get it for the thing. It's not the thing. Let's talk about the thing for a minute.
So the thing.
The thing is Thursday, June 14th. Hopefully I got that date right.
Yeah.
Hey, I know where to point. I can look right over there and point.
Well, I'm just practicing. Rifftrax live Space Mutiny.
Yeah, how do you like that top thing that I did with the colors? The colors around the colors.
The
like
colors
the
around the colors around the colors.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm trying to do something a little different. Brighten up the top part too, instead of it being all dark.
All right.
And I had to move the words from the bottom to the top because I forgot on the bottom there's the watermark down in the one corner. So I was like, that's no good. But yeah, so Thursday is the Fathom event that we were talking about before. There are still tickets available at various locations. Mm-hmm. We will be going. It's the 14th and the 19th.
But the 19th is just the replay. The 14th is the live event.
Yeah, that's the true live event.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's a true live event because I found something that they did this before, but I believe they did this before they were hooked up with the Fathom events people, and they did just a live event down in Nashville just for that one theater.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Hopefully that's the case.
That this isn't just a replay of that?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure this is live.
And they did a couple different, they've had guests in the past. One of the ones that we saw had Jonathan Colton performing.
That's right.
Some songs at the thing, and I didn't even know who he was at the time. I don't think
really?
I knew. Yeah.
That was a long time ago then.
Well, yeah.
I was a long time ago.
Yeah, but we're big fans of Jonathan Colton now. even though we relate to the party. We're sorry, Jonathan.
Wasn't that late?
Anyway, so all right. We covered our love of the movie, and that the event's coming up, and that this was a Mystery Science Theater thing before.
So if you aren't familiar with anything that we talked about, you should seek them out and try them on. I definitely recommend watching this movie in the Mystery Science Theater 3000.
It's probably on YouTube somewhere.
Probably.
Because every episode of Mystery Science Theater ended with keep circulating the tapes. They were all about just letting people see it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't think they're big into taking stuff down off of YouTube. If
Probably not. I can also recommend Plan 9 from Outer Space. What's one of our other favorites?
Manos.
Oh, and Manos, The Hands of Fate.
Or Hands, The Hands of Fate. We can't get into that.
Yeah, we definitely can't get into that. That's a whole nother video.
Yeah,
I recommend that. And it was also a good one that I think it was good for the Riffs. It was like a Scandinavian movie of a giant lizard. What was it? Reptilicus.
Reptilicus. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's another good one. So I recommend going out and watching bad movies, and watching other people make fun of bad movies.
I fully endorse watching bad movies all the time.
Yeah.
We even watch movies that people wouldn't call bad movies and riff them, like Glitter and From Justin to Kelly.
And Jerry.
We used. Oh no, we're out. We're done. All right, bye everyone. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you're gonna join in on Thursday. Go find a Fathom event near you. I should have been smart and put the links in there, but you can just Google Fathom with an F, and I will add it to the links below. And hopefully this week I'm gonna try and live stream from my phone as we're going.
Ooh.
To the thing there, because I got a new phone and I got to test that out for my tech channel, which I should have put a link to also below, just in case. But
he's doing good on this YouTube thing.
Hey, I'm doing stuff, making stuff, kicking butt, taking names, and kicking ass. No, wait, what they meant to say?
Kicking names and taking ass.
Yeah. All right. On that note, we will say bye, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Oh, yeah, keep it up. This is good. Don't get faster.